Hello! This video will show you how to create an assignment in Turnitin through Blackboard. First of all, of course, go into Blackboard to Prep or Pre-Sessional and make sure that in the corner the Edit Mode button is on with a green light. Otherwise you won't be able to make any changes. Once you're in the space you need to be, for prep, you'd find where you want the assignment to go. I've made a section called Coursework Submission. Go to the place, and then you have 3 drop-down menus, and the one we want for a Turnitin assignment is under Assessments. Be careful not to pick just Assignment. You want Turnitin UK Assignment. You select that, and then this screen comes up. For a regular assignment, leave it selected on Paper Assignment. This is the most common. We use peer mark when we want the students to peer review something they've already submitted to Turnitin, and revision when we want them to resubmit something they've already submitted to Turnitin. So again, the most common will probably be Paper Assignment. Next, you need to give an assignment title, usually just whatever task you've set. For example, you can ignore point value, and then you need to set the dates over here. The start date is when it will be viewable by the students. So pick the date that you would like, let's say from next week, and the time. I advise that you make something available to the students before you actually assign it in class, just to get them in the habit of looking at what's coming ahead. So say that would be for something that I'd assign Monday afternoon. The due date, let's make it due a week later, and let's make it due by the end of the working day, let's say. And then the post date, and this is when students will be able to see the feedback that you leave. If you're unsure about any of these, there are these little handy question boxes you can click for information. So I usually recommend setting the post date after the due date, otherwise they start to see the feedback before they've all submitted, and it can be a bit confusing. If you have anything else you want to tell the students, open Optional Settings and type that in this box. The rest of the settings are set, on my computer anyway, automatically as I would like them. Just make sure you decide how you'd like them to appear. If you want them to be allowed after the due date, obviously, I tell it to generate originality reports that are overwritten until the due date, and then after that they can't get any more. This allows Turnitin to be used sort of as a teaching device about plagiarism. I also exclude the bibliographic material. Their Turnitin score should not be 0 if they have a bibliography. It should be higher than that. Exclude quoted materials. I want them to see if they're quoting quite a lot, so I don't exclude that. Nor do I exclude small matches. I want them to see their originality reports. The grades is an issue we're not quite doing with Turnitin yet, but which will come up. And anonymous marking is not something we currently use. Do submit everything to the repository so that it comes up if someone, for example, were submitting their friend's work. Grade mark is something we'll be using in future. So after that, you just click Submit, and then it tells you you've successfully added it. You need to click OK in the corner. Well, you don't need to, but it gets you back to the main screen. And then you'll see that it's appeared here. Make sure that it appears in the list of assignments in a place that makes sense. For example, if this is going to be the second assignment that students do, take the arrow over on the side and drag it up into the second place. When you just move your mouse over any option, you see on the left-hand side an up-down arrow, which if you click allows you to move. Notice this one, it's saying item is not available. It will be available after the date I set. And just to check what the student sees, I can go up to the top where there's this sort of, it looks a little bit like an eye icon, and if you hover over it, it says Enter Student Preview. You click that, we enter Student Preview. It's going to go back to the announcements page. Then let's go to Coursework Submission, and there we can see that the students can't see it yet because of the dates I've set. To get out of preview, you're over here on the right, exit preview. Okay, so if you later want to change anything about the Turnitin assignment, where were we? We were here. Click the down arrow next to the title, and then click Edit, and that will bring up that same screen we just saw. You can adjust the dates, the title, the instructions, and other settings as you wish. Once you've done all the adjustments, you click Submit again, the same process. At any point in Blackboard, you can navigate going back along the breadcrumb trail here of the different things you've clicked open. So let's go back to Coursework Submission. All right. Later, when you want to see what people have actually submitted, there's a few ways to do that. One of the easiest ways, I think, is to use the editing panel over on the left-hand side here. And if we go into Organization Tools, we get pretty much a choice of every possible tool that Blackboard has, including Turnitin UK assignments, Turnitin UK assignments by groups. We will use this feature when we have groups so that you only pull up the essays from the group you're working with. If you click that, you'll see a long list of every Turnitin assignment I've ever made for this particular organization. Find the one that you're interested in. I'll just show you one that probably already has stuff in it. And what you see is the students' names, the title they gave their work, similarity index, etc. Okay.